It's a daunting task. That is the more reason why we say the Cameroonian training to become a lawyer is formidable. And if you are trained in Cameroon as a lawyer, you should prove your mantle out there. Okay. A lecturer of the university who has, done straight 10 years in his career without any disciplinary sanction can choose to apply to the Bar Council to be called to the Cameroon Bar Association, because it is believed, if you are a professor of the university, if you are a professor of law, you have all of the basic, not the basics, you have the law, theory, the substantive law at your disposal. You have the substantive, you have a good mastery of the substantive law. Procedural law now, because there is also a section of the bar law that says that you have to undergo training. We call it, it can be some supplementary training that the Bar Council would organize so that you get abreast with the procedure. Because as a professor of law, definitely the law is at your fingertip. You have a good mastery of it. So mastering the procedure now, and mastering procedure and ethics of the profession of a lawyer now won't be much of a big deal. That's why you can undergo training for 6 months, and thereafter you are absorbed into
moving out of the studio, gentlemen, while the issue is still under deliberation, Mr. Eshwa, what is the way forward and what should be our last word from the studio?
Well, when we talk about our last word and the way forward, it's a very big question which I don't know how to tackle, whether the way forward on the battered treatment given on lawyers or the Anglophone crisis, the crisis in the Northwest and Southwest. But in synopsis, or rather summary, I want to say that for this crisis in the Northwest and Southwest region to eventually come to its end, there should be sincerity and frankness. For the past 4 years, we have been telling lies to one another. The truth has not been told. Both parties have been telling lies. Misinformation. Because I can quite remember a scenario where the former Prime Minister Philemon was talking with lawyers and the population in Bamenda, while another minister was contradicting what the Prime Minister was saying in Yaoundé at the same time. So it means that there is that misinformation chain. At the same time, to the separatist fighters, I wish to say that in as much as they are doing excesses at times, their actions have brought a lot of changes in this country. Nobody should deny that anywhere. But I think it's high time we relaxed a little, especially with these school issues. If we are frank to ourselves, it's true that the Northwest and Southwest are militarized. But you agree with me that if children are scared of going to school on Mondays, they are not scared of the military. It's not because the military. They are scared of the separatists. So I'm begging and calling on them. But the voices have been heard. The complaints are genuine and have been heard. Let's give peace a chance. And at the same time, calling on the government.
It's the very peace you condemn on this platform a while ago.
Now, I said
let's summarize and round up on Mr. Eshwa.
We do not have it. So I'm calling on the both parties at this juncture to put reasoning ahead and let Cameroon be the peace haven that we used to know in the past. Thank you.
And for the lawyer case?
For the lawyer case, the case of the lawyers, I think that the higher authority of the state should step in, because it has been proven beyond doubt that when something like this happens, the local authorities cannot handle it. They need the big man himself to talk. So I think he should step in and put order in that sector.
And we are moving to the end of year. Hopefully this is one of the wish lawyers have for the President of the Republic, Mr. Buea, to at least factor lawyers in his end of year speech.
Well, to say he should factor lawyers in his end of year speech is normally not my preoccupation. I don't know if it's a preoccupation of any lawyer, but I think that the judiciary of this country needs to step up. The independence of the judiciary needs to step up. Magistrates needs to, they need not see lawyers as threats, because we don't see them as a threat.
Neither as competitors.
Neither as competitors. You do your job, we also do our job, but then you have to do your job according to the laws and your conscience. And you have to do your job, if you are doing it according to you have to do it judiciously. Even your conscience must be judicious. It means that your discretion should be judicious. It must not be outrageous. So, at the end of the day, beginning with the crisis here we find ourselves in, it started when lawyers were beaten in the streets. We are saying that the crisis should end. Lawyers are now being beaten in court. It tells us so many things, and one of which is that the powers that be in this country are not willing to solve this crisis, and they are fueling the crisis, probably because many actors are profiting from the war economy, and you only find incidences that aggravate the crisis. At the end of the day, I will still say it, and I'll say it loud and clear, the leadership of this country has failed us. We need a change of leadership so as to be able to solve the very pertinent issues that have not been solved for the over 35 years of the existence of this leadership. The southern Cameroonian people of the northwest and southwest region, they have a right to choose their destiny. That is an inalienable right. It cannot be taken away from them. It was not taken away from the people of Sudan or Southern Sudan. That right must be respected. This is a political crisis which cannot be solved by a military solution. Let the powers that be put the military aside, call all of those who are actors in this war in a round table, and let them discuss to find long-lasting solutions, not cosmetic measures, not gifts from the president and his wife, not condolence message, not 5 ministers visiting one town in 3 days, not state burials. There had been a Ngabu incident when we thought that that is the maximum of sacrilege that we had seen in Cameroon. When we thought that we had seen too much and our eyes cannot see anything again, what happened? Kumba came up. We saw children being massacred because of the government trying to put in a military solution into a political problem which cannot go. You cannot fight your own citizens. You cannot be killing your own people. I am saying this on both sides of the war. Let us stop the killing. Let us concentrate on finding a solution to this problem that we find ourselves in. Let us be honest to ourselves. Let us keep egocentric, enticements aside, and let us look for a way forward. As for the lawyers' issues, I had said it and I'll still repeat it again. A lawyer is a minister at the temple of justice. The rights of a lawyer are constitutional. They are the very, very tenets of the rule of law in any country. You try to downplay that, it means that you are telling us that we are living in anarchy. It means that you are telling us that we are living in a state of lawlessness. It means that you are telling us that you have colonized a people and it is only your whims and caprices that will rule. No, this is the 21st century. Let lawyers do their job within the ambit of the law. Because if someone is found guilty, or if it is alleged that someone has committed an offense, let due process take its course. But do not at any one point in time think that by discrediting the profession of advocacy in this country, that is going to be that is going to bring justice into the system. No. If you want true justice means that the lawyer must be able to exercise his profession and protection throughout the course of justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is how we saw it for this other edition of Talk to Youth. While congratulating the indomitable lions of Cameroon, we equally want to, send a bunch of thanks to Barrister Mele. He is a barrister at law, Secretary General of the Cameroon branch of Africa Bar Association. He is also the Assistant Secretary General of the FACO Lawyers Association and the past president of the University of Buea Law Association, but equally Mr. Eswa Kisito. He is a political analyst, very close with the CPTM. This program was brought to you by Nabila. Behind the camera was Mr. Oliver Fozo. The program was under the TV Buzz supervision, Mr. Nkwan Chamba. I was Chillen Cyril giving you rendezvous on Wednesday when sharp is 7 p.m. Until then, meet us on YouTube, CMTV Buzz, or on any other social media platform. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.